Hey, this is Joe here, and welcome back to another video of What If Civilization Started Over. So, uh, this is Joe, and please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 20 subscribers, and then after that, 40. I'm only one away from 20, so try to get me there, and then to 40. So, um, after last episode, we saw the war between the green, red, and blues ending, and the Egypt regot their independence as well as massive expansions, and the red team collapsed and went through a civil war, and the world shifted into being oligarchies instead of autocracies. So now the yellow, or dictatorships, whatever it's called. So the yellow will expand into Cyprus, discovering the island before taking Crete and landing in Greece, taking all of the main Greek peninsula area. Now, the Green isn't very happy about this, as they had been trying to get down into Europe and claim the whole thing. But now that the Yellow is there, they aren't really happy. And they're kind of like, hey, you to the Yellow team, because I don't know what to call it. They're like, give us this land. We're older than you, so we deserve more than you. And the Yellow team is like, no, this is my land. I took it before you. It's ours. So the Green team is going to claim all the land along the Greek peninsula border with the Yellow team, claiming a lot of the Balkans before attacking the Yellow team, pouring troops into Greece and taking over this area. Now, the world is kind of in favor of the Yellow team, as even like the Blue team with the blue and the green being very close friends, even like the Blue, they're like, why are you doing this? You already have all that land, and the Yellow team is so small. Why are you attacking them? And so, uh, the Green doesn't have very much international support, and now the Yellow team is moving up into the Green team and taking parts of the Black Sea coast, making the Green team no longer encompass it. The Green team, not wanting to lose their Black Sea coast, will make a deal with the Yellow team. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Where everyone gets to keep theirs anything. So the borders do not change like that. Turn this down. Well, not new. Same borders. But the Yellow team will continue expanding, landing in Italy and claiming lots of the southern part of the peninsula and claiming this much. However, some people in the Italian part of the Yellow Country don't want to be part of the Yellow Country anymore. So they will break away and form their own country. Now, the Yellow doesn't really want to fight them, and so they allow them to break away. And so the Green team begins claiming a lot of this area and eventually even lands in North Africa, claiming all of that. So they will also begin working farther up the Italian peninsula until they've claimed a lot of modern day Italy, except for the parts that are in the Alps, because they don't really want those. And then they begin moving into southern France, but then stop to focus on their more internal stuff. So the dark blue team will begin working down the Nile, claiming Nile areas of Nileton. And yeah, so they'll claim all this until they're about here. It's forming this kind of shape of a country as well as expanding farther into North Africa. But the blue team from down here will begin claiming upwards, attempting to stop Egypt. major extension till they claim about here, taking all of this area as well as more of the Horn. Now, forming this, and tensions will begin rising between the dark blue and blue teams, and they become closer and closer to the possibility of war. The, also, the dark green and blue have begun having worse and worse relations with each other after blue backed yellow in the dark green yellow war. And so the dark green will move through Iran, attempting to block the blue off, forming these borders, and the blue taking that before the green can, but the green, and as they can, before the blue can take it either. So they will claim all of this and begin working into Pakistan and the Pakistani area, but will stop at these borders. And they will also begin expansion north, farther into Central Asia, and it seems they have monopoly on Asian lands. However, some people are now referring to this dark green country as the second red team, as they're now very expansionist and they're moving more again towards dictatorship than an oligarchy, which they switched to last episode, until they officially switch back into a dictatorship, which people across the world are kind of just like, why the heck are you doing this? But they don't really do anything about it. And then, so this dark pink country. Now it's very weak. So it's going to split apart. So there's this northern area, the pink country. And then this is the dark purplish country down here, and the hot pinkish country here, leaving the dark pink country just to be over there, and a lot more countries on the Arabian Peninsula. Well, and so these Egypt. Egypt will have a revolt here in Libya wanting to get their independence. Now, the Egyptians don't really want to lose this land, but they know that if the Libyan people want independence, there probably isn't a way to stop them from getting independence. So they just allow the Libyans to have independence on the condition that Egypt is allowed to control these non-coastal parts of Libya so they can rework their way into North Africa, even with Libya being there. And they work around Libya and begin claiming more and more of North Africa until they look like this. So, also just, all these new countries here, and the Libyan one, they're oligarchies. Like, they're countries they split off from. So, also now the yellow team is beginning to fail with support in Greece for an independent nation, and eventually the independence of Greece is guaranteed by the yellow country, and it splits off, forming its own country. Now, sorry if this episode was shorter than the other ones, but that's going to do it for today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next